Cookies times 3. My name is Kenisa, and today what we are going to be doing is reviewing the pros and cons of having a Banfield wellness plan via PetSmart. Before I get into my likes and dislikes, the first thing I'm going to do is just go over the pamphlet with you guys that you can get from PetSmart and show you the different plans and the different options that they have. Okay guys, so Banfield has a Optimum wellness pamphlet that goes over all of the plans that they offer. Mind you, Banfield does have a plan for each stage of your dog's life. First, they have the early care plan, where you get the introduction to comprehensive exams, graduation to comprehensive exams, vaccinations, diagnostic testing, fecal exams 3 times a year, and then the deworming 4 times a year, and you get free office visits. They also have the early care plus plan. You get 2 comprehensive exams, vaccination, diagnostics, fecal exams 3 times and deworming 4 times, free office visits, and the plus would be the spay and neuter surgery included. So this is a plan that Bailey is currently on. She's on the early care plus plan, and like I said, we recently got her spayed, and it was absolutely included in the plan. I didn't have to pay any fee. So the next plan is the Essential Wellness Plan. This includes a comprehensive and physical exam, vaccinations, diagnostic testing, fecal exams, and unlimited free office visits. Okay, now I didn't get this plan from Marley and Zoe. I actually went ahead and went to the active prevention plan. They do have a essentials and a plus. For the essentials, you get the comprehensive physical exam, vaccinations, diagnostic testing, fecal exams, deworming, and unlimited pet visits. And for the plus, you get the dental cleaning, including the free pre-anesthetic workup and the urine testing. So Marley and Zoe are currently on the active prevention plus plan. And for the special care, that's for the older dogs, you get everything pretty much in the essential wellness services, the plus preventative services, and the special care services includes preventative x-rays, some electric diagram, eye pressure test, and additional urine testing. So this will be the next plan that I moved Marley and Zoe up to. So these are all the plans that we offer. And then with the different plans, you do get a different percentage off. So for instance, for Marley and Zoe, I get 15% off nearly all other products and services. So that includes like medicines and things like that. And with Bailey, I will get an additional 10% off of all other products and services. So these are all the plans that Banfield does offer with their Optimum Wellness. So I'm going to be going over all the pros and cons that I have with being with this wellness plan for almost a year, or maybe over a year. No, it's a year in March. So we will have been on the Banfield wellness plan for a year in March. So this is just some of the things that I've noticed within the past year. So the first thing that I have on my pros list is affordable pet care. It's about $30 to $40 a month for your pet, which is extremely affordable if you have an emergency or anything like that. You don't have to worry about paying a $150 vet fee when you just go see any old regular vet. The next thing that I have is that vaccines, spay, and neuters are all included. If you guys don't know, vaccines can get extremely pricey. With Marley and Zoe, I didn't have the wellness plan, so I did have to pay for the vaccines out of pocket. And I would go to the vet and pay like $160 for any of their vaccines. So it can get very pricey having to do that. And spay and neuters, of course, some are cheaper. On my first spay, or my first neuter at Marley, I didn't have any idea about neutering, so I almost paid about $500 just to get neutered, which is asinine. But with Zoe, I got a little bit smarter, and it was about maybe $70 or $80 to get her spayed. And with Bailey, I got even smarter because I was on a wellness plan. I didn't have to pay out of pocket to get her spayed at all. Okay, and like I said, all vaccines are included. That's rabies, anything, from when they're a puppy and they have to go through their vaccine schedule. Everything's included in your wellness plan. The next thing that I have is unlimited free pet visits. If you have anything going on with your dog, you want to just have them be seen and have a cold, or you're worried about allergies, you can just go and be seen. You don't have to come out of pocket unless you have to pay for a medicine. So I feel like that's a win-win. It's like when you have health care, you need to go to the doctor, you can go anytime you want to because through your insurance it's covered. So if I have an emergency or anything, and even if they don't have an appointment available, sometimes they'll let you just do a drop off, where you drop your dog off in the morning and they can stay there for a few hours, and they'll do a checkup whenever they can. So it's a little bit more convenient if you have to work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. So the next thing that I have is dental cleaning is included. Dental cleaning can be very expensive because they do have to put your dogs under anesthesia to clean their teeth. So I get that included once a year for my dogs, which I think is amazing. And they go in, do their dental cleaning. I'll have them trim their nails. They check and see if any teeth need to be pulled out. So it's extremely important to keep up on your dog's oral health. So I think that's definitely a win-win bonus. The next thing that I have is they have reliable and quality care. You can always rely. The vets there, or at least at my Banfield, are amazing. I love our vet, Dr. Umalov. She's great with the dogs, and she's very patient with me and explains things to me, breaks it down, and makes sure that we're on the same page, or if anything's going on, she'll really explain it and let me know what's going on. So it's a good quality care with the vets, and the vet assistants are extremely nice and professional. So, you know, it's always a good experience when you go in there. And you can always rely on them to be open. You have to rely on, and it's always more than one vet, so you have to rely on one vet or anything like that. So I think that's extremely good. The next thing that I have is I like that they go in for wellness checks. I think that's important for your dog, just to go in and they just randomly check their fecal, check this, check that, draw their blood, just to make sure that they're well. Just like when we go in for our physical exams. A lot of dogs don't do that because that can be expensive. They just go in when something's wrong. So with our plan, we have a preventative care plan. So we're able to go in early so we can prevent any long-term issues, which I think is amazing, especially with dogs, because, you know, it's like when a dog gets sick, sometimes it can go downhill really quick. So it's important to stay on top of that and prevent as much as you can. So the next thing that I have is discounted medicines. So if your dog is sick and you do have to get any type of medicine, it is discounted through your wellness plan. So you wouldn't pay as much as you would pay if you were going to a regular vet. Also, another thing that's great for people like me who have multiple pets is that after your first pet, you get a discount, and you continue to get discounts. Oh, I think it's up to the third pet you to get a discount. So with my dogs, I'm only paying full price for Marley as the monthly fee, but Zoe, I have a little bit of discount, and Bailey's a little bit of even more of a discount. So I think the discount is awesome because it saves me money, even more money, by using Banfield for all of my dogs' health needs. The next thing I have is that if I go out of town, I have access to any Banfield across the USA. So if I have an issue with my dog, and let's say I'm in Texas and I live in Georgia, I can go to any Banfield in Texas and they can pull up the information and they can be seen at that Banfield. So I think that is awesome, especially if you travel a lot with your dogs. You can always look up your nearest PetSmart and know you have a dependable vet you can go to if you have any issues. Okay guys, another pro with the Banfield wellness plans is that you do get an app on your phone. So this is just the front screen of the app. So you can go into your settings. Just gives you like notifications and background stuff. You can design your background however you want. Next you have My Hospital. And so you can enter your zip code and they'll locate any PetSmart near you. And they'll let you know the hours, address, everything like that. Then you have appointments. It reminds you of appointments that you have. And you can also request appointments. So you can request an appointment via online and they'll call you to let you know if the appointment can be scheduled or not. And also the final tab you have is for my pets. So I have a tab for Bailey. I do have, here they go. So that's Bailey's tab, and it just gives me all her information, everything that's been done for her in Banfield. The same with Marley's tab and Zoe's tab. So if you go in one, it just gives you her last doctor's visits, her status, her pet journal, her weight and nutrition, everything that you need to know about your pet. Alright guys, so that was all the pros that I have. Only have a couple of cons. I will say that sometimes Banfield is not good for emergency situations because, of course, they have a schedule that they have to adhere to, and they're not open 24 hours a day. I know personally my Banfield is open from about 7 to 7. So if you call them at 6:30, of course they're not going to see you. So you always want to have an emergency vet to the side. That's what I do. Banfield is my primary care, but I do have an emergency vet that I go to in case I need them after hours. So that'll be the one con that I have, is that if you have an emergency, you can't get seen the same day. A lot of times you have to wait a couple of days, and who wants to wait if there's something going on with your pet? You want to get them in as soon as possible. So that's pretty much the only negative thing that I have with Banfield. Other than that, it's been a really positive experience this last year. Okay guys, so that's everything that I have today on the pros and cons of Banfield. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. If you do use Banfield, please let me know of your experiences and maybe your pros and cons with using their wellness plan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching those jerkies ×3. Bye guys.